You've been the game, let's take a ride. Features gaming, it's time to vibe. From London town to the Roblox scene, he's the master of the gaming dream. Roblox gameplay, F1 racing, with content so amazing. But he's got a game that's one of a kind. It's SEO, the train game. We rewind. All aboard, we're heading down the track. With features gaming, there's no looking back. Roblox adventures, he takes us far and wide. Join the fun, hop on for the ride.
You guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another stream here on the channel, and today we are going to be doing another stream here on Euro Truck Simulator 2. And I will, as you can see, unfortunately there isn't a face cam today. I was trying to get it working. I tried everything that I could, but it just isn't wanting to work, and I don't know why. Because it's completely fine when I'm not using like my external, or when I'm not using my other USB hub. Because in order to make sure that all of my things are working, I basically have to add on another USB device, and that doesn't work. Well, it does work, but for some reason that then doesn't allow my face cam to work. So I have no idea what's going on with my face cam. I've tried to use different ports, I've tried to use loads of different things, but I just can't seem to get it to work, unfortunately. So yeah, unfortunately this is going to be another stream where we don't have a face cam, but I tried everything that I could, but unfortunately it doesn't work, so I do apologize about that. But we are still doing another trucking stream regardless. So what are we doing today, I hear you ask? Well, we are currently in, if I open up the map, in southern Italy. We're in Villa San Giovanni, and basically we are going to go all the way up Italy into Germany, and then we're going to continue going north. I kind of want to go, well, we kind of have to go that way. I mean, we could make time and just go that way if we really wanted to. And we're going to go all the way up to Stockholm. And what are we taking? We are going to try and do the live cattle delivery again, because unfortunately that didn't work last week. So we're going to try and do it again today and see if we can actually do it. Not too sure if we'll actually be able to do this today, because I did kind of want to do this last week, but the achievement didn't work. So we're going to try it again and hopefully get it this time. We're going to go more into Scandinavia, and we're going to see if this works. So that's basically what this is running on. So that's the wrong button. So let's get into the cab, and hopefully we can actually complete it today. It is, well, you saw, it's a 48-hour drive, 2,000 miles. So we're going to see how long this is going to take. So yeah, get ready for a long one, because it might be. Well, it won't, it's not, it might be, it will be a long one. So yeah, like I said, not even too sure if we'll even do it today, but yeah, let's get the power down and let's get moving. Also, let's make sure that we go ahead and get the music on as well, because I like music. So let me go to that, enable, and let's get driving. We can also go ahead and put the UI results on the screen as well. We're going to be turning left, actually, or right. Oh, that corner's coming a bit too quick. Right, awesome. Thank you, Reese, by the way, for the donation as well, though, by the way. Thank you so much. Go ahead and heart that. There we go. But yeah, thank you so much. Yes, hello everyone in the chat there, by the way. How are you guys doing today? SWT, Patel Down, obviously Reese, Coca Mentos, Cabbage, want to try and read as many of these out that I can before we actually get fully driving. Dexter as well. Mark, Redder, Mark as well. Wait, no, I said Mark twice. Transport Channel as well. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. And I believe that is everyone as well. Coco Mentos, hello to you as well. Right, let's get going. Should we talk about this ban under 16? Let's not, actually. I don't agree with it, but that's all I'm going to say for that matter at the moment. And I genuinely think there will be a petition about it. To get it, you know, reversed. Right, let's speed up to 50 now. But yeah, hope everyone has had a good day today. For anyone that's curious, when I was on my morning walk this morning, as I was approaching where my grandma lives, she started to walk herself. Yeah, it was very weird. Basically, I went out for my morning walk and I was going up the street where she lives, and then literally as I get to her house, she's exiting her own house to go on a walk herself. And yeah, she saw me and I clocked her and I was just like, oh, she's seen me. It wasn't like that, but you know. Yeah, she saw me, started talking to me, and yeah, we got talking, and then yeah, just had a walk together basically, which to be honest was actually quite nice, you know, compared to my normal walks, because normally, you know, I just have my headphones in, just, you know, walking and just, you know, going wherever my feet take me, to be honest. And yeah, with her it was a little bit different, and in a way it was a bit more nicer, you know, because not only was it, you know, just someone to talk to, but you know, it's just someone to have, you know, someone to keep you company, though. I probably wouldn't do it, you know, like every day. You know, I probably, to be fair, I'd probably do prefer doing it myself. But yeah, every once in a while, it's probably not, you know, it's not a bad idea to actually have someone with you. And because of that, kind of went on a bit of a different walk compared to where I usually go, which is quite nice. Went to, you know, a few parks. One of which that I haven't been to for like years. Hello Sphinx as well, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, it was 2 years ago today, wasn't it? Wow, time flies. I've just noticed our truck is going 51. Well, I've set the cruise control in at 50, but the truck is still going 51. That's fine. There you go, now it's down to 50. What's happened here? Oh, Treader's on fire, it's a tanker. Lol. He's had a bad day. No, my facecam wasn't working last week either. It's very weird. Like, it's something to do with the hub, I think, that just doesn't want, you know, and it doesn't want the facecam to work. But I'm pretty sure it works for racing 1 week, so it really does not make sense. GCSE's completed. Well, congratulations, NNC, and I wish you the very best of luck in your results. You're playing War of Thunder again because the snail something and it's okay, whatever that means. I genuinely don't know how long this route is going to take. I mean, it said 48 hours in game, so if we try and do a bit of calculations, I think it's every 4 hours every 3 hours in game is a minute in real life. So, no, sorry, is a minute in real life. So, wait, no, because that doesn't make sense. Because that means this will only take us like an hour and 20 minutes. But I'm pretty sure that's the rate. But to be fair, I think that is 48 hours, like, without any stoppages. I'm assuming it's at least going to take us, you know, at least 2 hours. There's no way that it can't take at least 2 hours. I usually have a thing that, you know, tells me, but that wasn't working either. Hello, Iranita, however you say your name. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, I could just call you Irana. What a song. because it basically talks about what I was thinking when I was choosing this job. Is it a bad idea choosing this job? I have no idea. 48 hours in one stream. Was that a bad idea or was it a good idea? I don't know. The thing is that I was looking at my achievements earlier and I was like thinking, which one should we try and do today? Which one? Because the thing is that all of the ones after this are basically, apart from one that's, you know, apart from another one that I'll try and do next week, but apart from this one and that one, they're all just like visiting cities, viewing waypoints, driving academy stuff. There's not really that many things to do inside of like the actual main game in terms of like doing long journeys and things. There is still, you know, some like little journeys here and there which, you know, we'll try and do, but yeah, other than those, it's just visiting cities, waypoints, and driving academy streams, so, or just driving academy scenario, so yeah, there isn't really that many to do, but the thing is that they're all just like so like very minor achievements that, you know, you can probably collect in like 5 minutes, so yeah, there will probably only be like a few, like after we do some of the other driving ones, we might try and do a driving academy stream so we can try and get some of those scenarios done and achievements, and then after that it's basically just driving in like a specific DLC or a specific area to just try and get what we haven't got. My next SCR video, I don't know about the next SCR video, but the next SCR stream will be on Saturday. I probably should have made a departure board thing today, because this week there is going to be something different. I just haven't got around to doing it. Because this week, or this weekend, is going to be a little bit different. The SCR stream is still fine. There's no changes with that. The change is on Sunday. There isn't a Roblox stream on Sunday. At the moment, it's going to be Euro Truck, but the weather is seeming to be quite warm on Sunday, according to me. And it's going to be even warmer on Monday. So Monday is going to be an issue. I don't know what I'm actually going to be able to do on Monday. Obviously, traditionally, I would, you know, do a stream up until midnight on Roblox. However, obviously with the, with the weather, not too sure how I would actually be able to do that. And the thing is that I can't be downstairs for that, for that evening anyway. So I've got no idea what I'm actually going to be able to do. So yeah, there is that. But at the moment, it's going to be Euro Truck on Sunday, and then Roblox on Monday. But like I said, I have no idea how I'm even going to be able to do that. Another option is that I basically just try and have like an early birthday stream on Sunday. So on Sunday I stream up until midnight, and then I just don't stream on Monday and Tuesday. That's another option. You know, we just have a bit of a be early birthday stream. I know it's not exactly the same, but you know, the thing is that, you know, do I want to prioritize comfort, or do I want to prioritize my work? That's kind of how I'm having to judge this, and of course comfort and, you know, health is #1 priority as always. So I really don't know what is it. I really don't know. Hello, Mohammed, as well. My birthday is a week tomorrow, so the 23rd of June. Anyone watching the Belgium versus Egypt at 8? Oh yeah, I forgot. Honestly, I will be honest. Over the previous few days, I haven't really been paying attention to the World Cup games. I probably should. Obviously, we've got our first World Cup game on Wednesday, haven't we? No, not tomorrow. It's a week tomorrow. So on the 23rd. Who am I supporting for the World Cup? You, France or oh, you're supporting France and England. If my logo doesn't confirm it, it is England. Actually, Coco Mentos, that's wrong. It's 230602. Why do some countries do their dates as month, day, year? That makes no sense. Yeah, coincidentally, the 23rd of June is England's second match day. Like, there is literally a match on my birthday. So that'll be interesting. Spain lost to Cape Verde, and that's surprising. Aren't Spain like the... Oh, no, never mind. Wait, no, yeah, Spain are the, Are the Euros champions, aren't they? They're the defending Euro. I know it's the World Cup, but... They're the defending Euros champions, if I can remember. Oh, we got tolls there. Where's the auto one? I think all of these are auto, actually. Do I have adaptive cruise control on? Because I don't think I do. Let me just quickly check. I do. Interesting. I should get a big arch from McDonald's. To be honest, I just enjoy my Big Macs, to be honest. Although, when we go to... I mean, I don't actually know what the plans are for my birthday, but obviously my main plan is I want to get a McDonald's for tea, so, or, you know, for lunch, so I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but if we do obviously do that, you know, I kind of want to try the triple, I can't even say it, I kind of want to try the triple cheeseburger. I once did have a double Big Mac, which, yes, is what you think it is. Yeah. I remember last year, though, I got 2 Big Macs. Yeah, I might go with a, you know, just with 1 triple cheeseburger, to, you know, this year, and yeah. Next year, though, probably back to double Big Macs for my birthday. I've ever played Truck Simulator Ultimate. I don't even know if there is a Truck Sim Ultimate. I've only known Euro Truck, American Truck, and... oh, there's another one as well, but I think it's on mobile. I'm not familiar with the other ones. You prefer Big Mac and McCrispy. Fair enough. But yes, I have tried the double Big Mac when that was a deal thing. Triple cheeseburger is quite meaty. Exactly. I want to try it. That is from App Store. Yeah, that's the one I'm probably thinking of then. I don't think I played it, but I have heard of it. You throw a Big Mac with bit. Oh, yeah, I remember when they did that as well. I don't know if they still do that. But yeah, I can remember that double Big Mac. Honestly, my hands were covered in Big Mac sauce after that. I literally had to grip it from the bottom because it was literally falling out. It was quite messy. There was certainly no way that I could watch videos on my iPad when I was having that. Absolutely no way. You prefer a quarter pounder. To be honest, I'm scared of trying something else. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. Do I play ETS2 on demo mod? If you mean that I play the demo, no. I've got like a solid 2,500 hours on this game. Where's the next video? Hopefully this week. I haven't actually recorded it yet, but I want to try and get it done. My favourite Eurovision song? What, from this year or of all time? All time. Cha 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 from Finland. There's also another few from that year as well. Oh, what were they? Unicorn and Queens of Kings, I think it is. Those are the 3 that I liked or that I loved from 2023. 2024, Croatia's entry of please move, mate. Thank you. Croatia's entry of Rim Tam Dim thing, whatever it is. I don't know the name of the thing. Okay, we've got a bot on Twitch. There we go. Ban them. That was 2024. 2025, there were quite a few. But to name a few, Espresso Macchiato, that was a fun one. What else were there? Sweden's entry of sauna thing. What was it called? Barabadabatsu, that's it. Lighter. Serving. What else was there? There was a few from last year, honestly. But from this year, Bangaranga, that was quite a good one. The UK entry is actually pretty alright, to be fair, from That's Not an Auto one. But yeah, the UK entry one... Wait, it's not even an open one, is it? Yeah, the UK entry one's not actually that bad. What other ones are there? The Estonia one, I think it is. Fire, I think it is, like fire something. What else was there? There was one else as well. Yeah, I kind of think that Look Mum No Computer was even wanting to lose as well. Like, he even made merch for him not actually getting any points, and then he got 1 point and he was just like, oh. But obviously, you know, there's a few ABBA songs that I enjoy as well. Obviously, they won Eurovision back in... I don't even know what year it was. But obviously, you know, they came on to be, you know, an international sensation. No Woman, No Computer isn't even a singer. Yeah, I think that's the point, though. Is there a birthday vlog as well? There will be on my birthday, yes. Hopefully it should be a lot more better with my gimbal and stuff, and actually I'll be able to have my mic on me as I open my presents. So instead of the mic being like too far away where my family members are probably more louder than me, I'll actually be having the mic on me. So, was it 1974? Why did he just brake check me? They didn't win in 2022. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, Ukraine won it, but Samrider did come second with his song. Was this Spaceman that he did? I'm a space man. I can't even. I wouldn't even try. Can Fetch understand what I'm saying? No. Absolutely not. I'd say I more hum songs than sing them, I'd say. I don't think I'm like an excellent singer. But I wouldn't say that I'm like awful. I'd say I'm probably like average, you know. But I wouldn't say like I'm great or good or anything like that. I'm just average. But then again, you know, I haven't done like a, you know, I haven't actually sung for like a few years. Like I say, I mostly hum, but yeah. My favorite World Cup song? Waka Waka, probably. It's the one I grew up with, and it's probably the most iconic one, let's be honest. But you know, Waving Flag was a good one as well. La 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 as well from Shakira in 2014 was a good one as well. 2018, what was the song in 2018? I'm pretty sure there was one. I can't remember. Who hasn't heard of Sweet Caroline? Like, come on. I think every English person knows Sweet Caroline. If you haven't heard of Sweet Caroline, you have honestly been living under a rock. Or is it Colours? Yeah. I actually can't remember how that goes. I need to like listen. I actually need to listen to that one again. You should have just kept going, my friend. Do I really need to play it in order for you to literally memorize the lyrics? Plus, it'll be a bit tricky for me to try and just immediately change over a song like whilst I'm driving. And I can't play it on YouTube anyway, because, you know, copyright. It's a bit overcast in the game. What even is the time in game? 6:32, I believe that is PM. To be honest, I think I'm the first person on Mars to know a few things, you know. I know what the World Cup is. I know what football is. I know what F1 is. I know other artists. Ed Sheeran, Shakira, we've been saying. Ariana Grande is somebody she listens to right now. You know, I think there's a few things that I'm the only person in the world on Mars to actually know and understand about. What sports are on Mars? We have professional eating. How many Mars bars can you scoff down in an hour? It's quite the skill, actually. We also do the same with Milky Ways, galaxies. Yeah, we don't really have so much like ball sports, because if we do, it will literally just shoot right up into the atmosphere like Harry Kane's penalty back in 2022. And you won't see it ever again. It becomes a meteor, so yeah. We just avoid, you know, sports that involve a ball. Do I want a cat or dog? I don't know, really. They both have their pros and cons. Cats are super cute, but dogs are more loyal. Like, cats just run away, you know. They just run away. But dogs require a lot more maintenance, I think. Honestly, I wouldn't mind any of them, to be honest, but I'd say probably my preferred, or as I should say, I think I would prefer not to have one, but if I was ever in a situation where I had to have one or I wanted one, I honestly wouldn't mind which one, to be honest. Say, for example, if I was dating someone who had one, such as, you know, my ex-girlfriend who had a dog, you know, that would be fine, but yeah. I honestly don't... I don't have a preference. Well, I mean, I've been playing this game for like 10 years, Mohammed, so I'd like to think that I know what I'm doing. Hello, Outdoor and Gaming as well, by the way. But yeah, I've actually driven a truck IRL. Private land, but yeah. Thirto, that's another one of the 2026 entries that I like, and Viva Moldova as well. That was a good one. honestly, I kid you not. Before the final, there was like I saw a video of all of the Eurovision songs confirmed for the final. And I saw the Bangarang one, which, obviously won. But when I watched it, I did not think it was going to be a winning song. Like, I watched it and was thinking, what the hell is this? Because the thing is that they only showed the chorus, which is the silliest one, which is the silliest part of the entire song. It actually doesn't show Dara's singing talent in that clip of what I saw. And so, yeah, I just genuinely thought it was another one of like a joke song, and then... Yeah, and then when it was actually, doing its performance, I was like thinking, right, it's not actually that bad then, actually. It's an okay song. But I still even wasn't convinced that it was going to win. And then when it did, or, was getting good in the, jury votes, I was just like, oh my god, please. And then, yeah, in the Teller thing vote, in the second part of the voting, whatever it was called. I don't know why, but I always think it's Telegraph, but it's not Telegraph, is it? But yeah, when they did win it, it was it was one that I actually wanted to win. Let's say, from like the previous, years that I've watched it. It was one that I didn't mind winning. And to be fair, it probably was my favourite from that year. But I think still 2025 was probably the year that I had most of that I actually enjoyed most of the songs from Eurovision. Because most of the time I just sit there going, 2024 was probably the lowest, because I actually only enjoyed one song from that year. But 2023, like I said, there's probably 3 there that I actually enjoyed. But yeah, 2026 is probably like matched with like 2023, so bring on 2027, I guess. Alright, see you, Mohammed. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Yes, I have heard about that. Like I said at the start, I'm not going to talk about it in this stream. I said just some basic things off the top of my head at the start of the stream, but I'm not going further into that. I would love to be on Eurovision, but the thing is that A, like I said, I'm not a singer. And B, I have no idea how to write music. I can do covers and, like, probably change lyrics from songs, but, like, I can't write my own song. Like, where do you even start? Like, how do you come up with, like, do you start with the lyrics? Do you start with, like, a beat? Like, what do you actually start with? Yeah, I think we are still travelling up the up through Italy. So we haven't hit Germany yet. Think of how I came up with all aboard. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, just writing a prompt to AI then. Okay, cool. I mean, actually, that isn't too far from the truth, actually. If you just try and get like an instrumental track, then you know you can maybe try and think of like that. You can get a feel for the beat, and then you can maybe try and think of like a melody on top of that. Was it not obvious? I mean, I did the music video by myself, but I didn't sing it. Honestly, Callum, I have no idea why my webcam isn't working. I don't know why it worked fine throughout the week, and then and then doing Euro Truck streams, it just does not want to work. I don't know why whenever I do a Euro Truck stream, it just does not want to work. But in a way, it's kind of nice, you know. Oh, we're dipping below 60. We're still over 55 though. Hello Saul, by the way. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Will I ever make another channel again, like a reacting channel or a talking channel? Well, to be fair, talking is just a natural part of a YouTube channel, so the talking channel would be this channel, no? Reacting channel, I'll probably do that on like Fetchy Plus. The thing is that I kind of want my Fetchy Plus channel to sort of be like, the everything other channel. But the thing is that like some vlogs I would probably still do on, or like some videos I would probably still do on here. Say for example if there was just like, I don't know, something that I wanted to vlog that had no relevance to anything that I think you guys would enjoy, like a theme park vlog or something. If we ever did that, that would probably go on my Fetchy Plus channel. But if it was like a, like a birthday vlog or something that, would be interesting for you guys, like a train vlog or something, then I would probably still upload it on this channel and my second channel. Haven't done any vlogs on Fetchy Plus. I used to, yes. And then again, I did do a special vlog on this channel for channel members only, so that could be another thing as well. And that's another thing that, I kind of need to like think about, like, should I actually be using that second channel, or like, should I have just extra content that isn't really meant for main people, just for channel members? I don't know. Because the thing is, I never want to like put content behind a behind a paywall. I really don't want to do that, which is why I have early access. Stream highlights is alright, because like the main content is still there publicly to view. A highlights package is just a condensed view of that. Such as like when I did the highlights for the chilled out trucking stream. No, I mean like talking things on the channel. Well, yeah, that probably would be, you know, like I was saying, you know, if it was something, you know, like, oh, like, you know, just like sit-down videos. Well, again, you know, again, it kind of depends, you know, what it is. You know, if it's something that might interest you guys on this channel, if it's just something unrelated, I'll probably do it on my Fetchy Plus channel. Apart from Jack Sucks at Life, I don't think there is like another channel that has more than 2 channels. A main channel and a second channel. I don't think there is many other channels that have more than 2 channels. Like 2 main channels that they try and build up. They probably have, you know, like side channels and stuff, but like they aren't pushing on those. They have like 2 main channels of what they mainly upload on. That's what I meant. These are like chat with viewers stream. Well, that's just called a live Let's Talk, isn't it? You saw a Scania box truck? What's the difference between just a normal Scania and a Scania box? Oh, like, right. Okay, it took me a while to realise what you were talking about then. Virtual Eclipse wasn't actually run by me. Although I did have access to it, it wasn't actually run by me. So yeah. But like I said, you know, I had access to it and uploaded on it, but yeah, it wasn't, I don't think, primarily set up by me. Hello, Dragon Galaxy as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Wow, the rain is really intense. Is it ever gonna lighten up? I need to find a fuel station as well, because I'm running out of fuel. Is that one coming up? Oh my god, it's another toll! Oh wait, no, it isn't a toll, but it's still not good. Wait, is it a toll? I've got no idea, but they've got a fuel station on the other side of the road. Do we have one as well? What was the point of that? Yes, we do. Perfect. I'll stay in this lane then. This is actually off the motorway. Am I going the right way? I think so. To be fair, the Fetchy Sings channel was more of like a joke one. Like, I never actually intended to actually do anything on it like properly. It's kind of why I never really continue with it, because to be fair, it wasn't really anything that I was actually trying to like do. And like I say, you know, I don't really sing all that much, you know. It was mainly made as just a bit of a joke. Of course, you know, I did do a few things on there, you know, when I was actually a bit motivated on it. But yeah, I never really expected it to actually do, you know, to actually be anything. And yeah, the clip channel, you know, that was just kind of abandoned as well. Because any clips of anything, you know, I'll kind of just, you know, post on air, you know, as shorts if I ever wanted to do that again. Hello, Annabelle as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Of course, there was that channel as well where I, you know, that I made that I was going to do, like, you know, GTA on and stuff. But again, you know, that one's kind of been abandoned as well. Kind of didn't really have, you know, what's the word? You know, motivation in that as well. Because the thing is, you know, the only 18+ game that I really only play is GTA. That's it. There isn't really any other games that I play that are over 18. So that whole channel would just be GTA, like, all the time, which would get very annoying, I would say. Where the hell am I going? Can I fit in there? I can, but the thing doesn't open. Where are we going? We're going to Stockholm. We started in, like, South Italy. I don't know where we are now. I hope we're in Germany at least by now. And we're heading to Stockholm. Yeah, we're seeing signs to Innsbruck, so that's a good sign. I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not indicating anything, but it shows that we're not in Italy anymore. It shows that. We're in Austria, I think, right now. How long is the journey? On the game it said 48 hours. So I don't know what that is in real life. What company does my truck have? My company has a variety of trucks. You know, we don't just stick to one truck. We have a variety, but I do mostly enjoy my Scanias. And sometimes, you know, like I'm driving today, you know, I do like a bit of an OG Scania, you know, like a Scania Streamline or something. Scania Next Gens are, you know, are alright, but I do sometimes enjoy driving these, you know, older gen Scanias. I tried the new Scania, the Scania electric trucks, I think. Honestly, they are awful. I'm not a fan of them. What time is it in ETS for it to be night? It is 3:11 AM in the game currently. But the sun will come up quickly because that's just how Euro Truck works. Honestly, like, the sun comes up at like 4 or 5. Well, yeah, but if you think about it, you know, the sun in the UK is around about, you know, like 4, like half 4 AM. Do I rest? No, I kind of have fatigue simulation turned off. I was supposed to go in there. Lol. I'm in the game. Yeah, I have fatigue simulation turned off. So we drive through the night. And isn't one of the updates in 1.6 that they've added like a mandatory rest stop and a mandatory sleeping thing? Again, only if you have fatigue simulation turned on. Which honestly would not. I'm still gonna keep it turned off, even with that update. I don't care about that. I just like getting into a truck that I can just drive for as long as I want. I don't care about the resting times. Have I tried an ice cream yet or no? I think everyone has tried an ice cream. Honestly, I've been slacking with watching World Cup matches, to be honest. How long would you be able to go on holiday before you start missing home? Honestly, I don't think I ever would, to be honest. I don't know, really. I would spend like the first night feeling unfamiliar for sure, and maybe not get, you know, much rest. But I think after like I've started to like become more comfortable with like where I am staying, I think I don't think like home would really be in the back of my mind. Like, every time we've gone on a holiday, I've always been sad to come back. So, I don't really know if that really proves anything, to be honest. Yeah, see, half full, the sun's starting to come up. Right, now we are... Yeah, we are heading into Germany now, I think. I think that's the first sign that I've seen that's, like, confirmed to me that we are in Germany. There's probably been other signs before, but that's like the first sign that I have, like, fully seen where I know where I am, roughly, or heading to. Is there any point to this road? No. There wasn't. Such a weird, like, road thing that was, though. I want to try and get past that truck as well in front. I don't know if we're catching them, though. Signs to Frankfurt. Right, okay. So we are near central Germany. Or around-ish. I'm in the wrong lane. What is this train in front doing? genuinely don't know where we are now. I haven't seen a sign for a while. There was one there, but I didn't catch what it said. Are we in Northern Germany yet? I am so lost right now. Love this song. I'm in the wrong lane. Yeah, the route advisory on this game is still so weird sometimes. Like, sometimes it tells you to take those slip roads because apparently it's quicker in inverted commas. You just stay on the main road. See, this is going to tell me to go back onto the highway, isn't it? See? Like, how do I get it to not, for Eurotruck to not do that? Oh, we are actually getting off here. Lol. Weirdest teacher name I had in school. Honestly, I can't remember half of them. If you want to go Comentos, it's up to you. What is up with that tree? Did I ever get into trouble because it's very rude to over people? I'd say there was a strict one. There was one incident I remember where there was something. Right. I didn't cause it, but I was one of the people involved in it. So, I can't exactly remember when it was. But all I remember is that there was a class that we were literally next to that were, like, doing a practice exam. Not practice exam, but, you know, they were doing some sort of, like, assessment thing. And they needed silence. Basically, when we were doing something in our class, we needed to go ahead, we needed to look at something. So we all did that. And then the thing is, our classroom was very small. And then as we were going back to our seats, I got pushed into the door of that classroom. And when I say pushed, like literally pushed into, like I fell into the door. And basically, literally, probably not even a minute after that, their teacher came storming into our room, literally going, "Who was that?" And so, yeah. I think I did raise my hand, but I didn't know what it was like. I didn't know what it was like for. Like, you know, I admitted it was me, but I was pushed into it. And then the person that pushed me also raised their hand up as well, and yeah, it was a bit weird. And I should mention as well, like, you might have thought it was a bit of an, you know, it might have been a bit of an accidental push. To be honest, it didn't feel like that. It kind of felt very intentional, and I think their reaction after that kind of confirmed that. Because what happened after that, when the teacher was basically telling me and the other person to basically, literally as we were going to, you know, what's the word? You know, we were going to, or basically leaving school, we had to go to that classroom, apologize to them, and then go to the thing. Yeah, it was weird. Because after that, the person that did push me was like saying, you know, you shouldn't need to do that. That was all on me. I should be the only one apologizing to them. And honestly, I will be honest, I didn't do that. Looking back on it, it was bad of me. Even though I didn't do it, I probably should have just, you know, done it just to, you know, be, you know, responsible, or whatever the word is. Even if I didn't do it, you know, just say sorry, you've covered yourself. I will be honest, I didn't do it, and I did actually write an email to the headmaster about this, kind of saying that, you know, I regret not doing it, even though it wasn't my fault. But, you know, I explained everything in that email of actually, you know, what happened. But yeah, I will admit I didn't do it, and I felt bad for not doing it, so I wrote an email. And yeah, that did kind of let me off the hook, technically, because yeah, they saw that actually, yeah, that wasn't my fault. And yeah, the fact that I literally took time out of my day to literally write an email regretting that decision, I think they were kind of like saying, you know what, yeah, it has a point. And, you know, he's written this email. He didn't need to do this. He didn't even need to apologize in the first place. It wasn't his fault. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's kind of like, kind of did a bit more than what I needed to, though. But yeah, it is just one of those things, I think. But yeah, I don't think like I ever got into trouble, like, I don't know. Hello, Ruby, by the way. How are you doing? And hello, Mark, and everyone else as well. I'm pretty sure I saw someone else, but I can't remember now. You had a teacher called Miss Catlin, even though she hates cats. And people were calling her Miss Kitty Cat. I don't know why, but that kind of does remind me a little bit of Ariana Grande, because she is actually allergic to cats, which is ironic considering her persona, especially in her Dangerous Woman era, was a cat in a weird way. And yeah, I don't know why, it just made me think of that. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to something railway. Oh, you're going to a railway. Awesome. Well, I hope you have a good time there. Another song that I honestly really love at the moment. I just hope the rest of her album does live up to it, to be honest. I really do. My least favorite year in school. Year 10. Year 7 was kind of cool because it was like my, it was like my first year at the school, and technically first year of secondary school, but we were technically still known in first year thing. And then year 8 was kind of like, that was sort of like the start of like secondary year-ish, if that makes sense. Year 9 again. I mean, I don't really know. Like, it was kind of nice that year. It wasn't really as rushed as I think year 10 was. And then year 11, obviously, it's probably the most stressful part of your school year, but in a way, it's also the most rewarding. Where am I? Again, I haven't really been watching signs. I think we're still like 24 hours away, which is crazy. Like, I don't even think we're like even near Denmark yet. What does this sign say? Actually, why does that seem like it says Denmark in German? Oh wait, no, that was a sign to Hamburg. Yeah, okay, right, we're still in Germany. That is basically telling me to come back onto the scene. No, it's not. Yeah, you said, yeah. Right, this is the port. Like, surely we are leaving Germany now. Like, surely. I just don't know where we are. Hello, Demontic Canadian. I don't know how to say your name. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Doing good, thank you, and hope you're doing well yourself. We are currently driving to Stockholm. I don't know where we are in comparison to Stockholm right now, but all I know is that we are probably still in Germany. Don't you dare speed up. Yeah, that's right. Get back in your place. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me if a few family-friendly channels have mature channels, to be honest. Genuinely does not surprise me. Aha! Border control! As long as it's suitable for our channel, Coca Mentos. I don't even know what that means. Well, I think that's just like a... I think like people need to understand the context in order to like understand it. Do you know what I mean? Like there's many like Easter eggs in like Disney movies that, you know, kind of signify language in some sort of like scenario, but like it goes over your head if you don't understand it. To be fair, they're not really, you know, swear words per se, they're just not nice words. Hello, Freddie, by the way. How are you doing? And hello, ZCGB as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Creek's job is content creation. That is literally his job. That was a law enforcement car as well. Come on, man. Yesterday's game I was at, just absolute awful for refs. Yeah, sounds like, sounds like, you know, normal, to be honest. I'm doing good, thank you, Freddie, and glad to hear you're doing well. Oh yeah, that word is bad, yeah. Absolutely. This game is Euro Truck Simulator 2. Or ETS2 for short. You like this, Shan? Honestly, when I read it, I did chuckle a little bit. I was just like, oh my god. The thing is that YouTube is a job. You know, it is a job. As much as you probably don't think it's a job, it is a job. It requires 100% of your focus. It's something that people don't realize, but YouTube is a job. You want a fast car when you grow up? The thing is, I actually don't really like sports cars, to be fair. I like SUVs. That's your opinion. Well, I mean, you know, you're allowed to have your opinion, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I am telling you for a fact that YouTube is a job. It's no different than being self-employed, to be honest. It's just, you know, which department you do it in. But yeah. Earning money is a job. Exactly. How much is a sports car? Millions. I think most charity work is more volunteered, I think. Don't get me wrong, some of them probably are, you know, some of them are probably funded, but you're not earning money at a charity. Yeah, I think that's more volunteering. Dense. Right, we're in Denmark. Do I consider myself a full-time SCR SV content creator? Yes and no. I don't consider myself an SCR SV content creator, but I do see myself as a content creator. I don't want to be known as an SCR SV content creator, though. I just want to be a content creator. As much as I like playing SCR and, you know, everything like that, I don't want that to be, like, what I'm known for. I want to be able to play other games and have fun, and not just solely focus on one game. Well, yeah, but I don't want to use my supervisor rank to, like, you know, try and... What's the word? You know, I don't want to use that as a way to, like, grow my channel in a way. That is something that I just want to do. You know, it's like... I didn't get it because I want to be known as a content creator that is a supervisor. I went for the role because I wanted to be a supervisor myself. Not for my, you know, not for growth. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't want to I don't want to show off. You know, like another thing, you know, I'm literally friends with Toby, who made the game, but you know, I don't talk about that because, you know, I don't want to share that as like a way for, you know, people to like think that like I'm mega like famous or whatnot, you know, which I'm not, you know. Does that make sense? I don't like using things to show off, you know. Well, am I still going to keep this channel going? Oh, hold on, I've just got the thing down. At the age of 70? I have no idea. Question is, will I even still be alive at the age of 70? Dark thought to think that, but, you know, there is a possibility of that. To be fair, when you're self-employed, is there really is this really not open? This is the third toll I've come to that hasn't been open. When you're self-employed, is there really a sort of, you know, is there really a retirement thing in a way? Because, you know, if you're self-employed and you're the CEO of a company, you are always going to be making money. Hello Jax as well, by the way. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Why is everyone literally going so slow? Self-unemployment. Yeah, I don't really think there's a such thing. I think self-unemployment is literally just unemployed. But yeah, as long as you have a business and you're earning from that, technically, you're not retired. Yeah, like, you know, you can quit and, you know, if you shut down your channel and you cancel all ways of making money, that would be retiring from YouTube. But if you keep, like, your channel up and you keep earning money from it, like with passive income, technically you are still employed to a certain extent. How much money does a train driver make annually? I don't know. It can vary from, you know, different companies though. However, I have heard that tube drivers, like London Underground drivers, they can make up to like, I can't remember the number, but over 100,000 a year. because that is considered a dangerous job. Like, that is crazy. 100,000 a year is absolutely insane. But as you know, as good as that might sound, it is a dangerous job. You know, it's long hours in literally isolation. You know, it's dark down there. It's hot. Very, very humid in, you know, summers. If you like that sort of stuff, then yeah, it might be for you, but yeah. Has anyone watched The Apprentice in recent years on BBC? You know Tim, who's one of the, I guess, Lord Sugar's supervisors that goes with the team. His first job was a London Underground tube driver. That was his first job until he won The Apprentice. Right, I'm just a little bit concerned on time at the moment because I've just realised it's like 25 past 9 and we're still driving. I've come to one of the manual ones. Why have I done this? Oh, is this a border checker? It doesn't show that on the icons. It shows that it's just a toll. If I decide to stop using this channel, will you just give it to your child, son or daughter? Nope. If they want to start a channel, they will have to do it like I had to. Start from rock bottom. I will probably help them with tips and stuff, you know, and maybe, you know, give them some equipment to, you know, at least get started with it. But, you know, anything from that, it's gonna be their decision. The only difference is if we end up doing a channel together. For example, Jordan Matter does it with, well, I'm guessing his daughter, you know, Salish. But, oh, what's another example? Trying to think of a dad-son, you know, one. There's not many I know, actually. An EF2 tornado can tear off whole roofs. Yeah, we've had a few scary high wind alerts in the past where we've literally thought that our window is honestly going to tear off. And I think there was actually one storm once where we did get it, where we did actually find some, like, roof tiles on the floor. Helicopter. I saw another one of those today as well. Steak does some strange with his mum and family. Does that count? Not really. Like, if they're featured in every video, then probably. But, yeah. If, like, both people, like, have access to it, and, you know, they sort of, you know, they sort of both do, you know, upload stuff on it, then it's kind of both channels in a way. Right, I'll give you an example, okay? Theme Park Worldwide, okay? He has a, you know, channel, and obviously he's currently in Canada doing videos with his partner, you know, over there on Theme Park Worldwide. However, I don't think that's Charlotte's channel, okay? That is Sean's channel. However, the Sandbrook Adventures, which is his second channel, I would consider that to be both of their channels. Why? Because both of them make content on it. It's not just Sean. Charlotte has done stuff on it for herself as well on that channel. That is then when I consider it to be a joint channel. Does that make sense? I don't know how else to explain that. Right, genuinely, how much time have we got left? 6 hours. Three minutes, or 3 hours in time a minute. Actually, no, that doesn't make. No, wait, no, it's 3 minutes. Right, 3 minutes in game is No, an hour in... Right, okay, an hour in game is 4 minutes in real life. So, 4, 8, 12, 16... Why do I struggle so much for 4 times table? 24 minutes we've got left, roughly, of this job. About half an hour. You know what? I actually really want to try and complete this today. I might quickly take a break for like 10 minutes, like in a few minutes, just to do some stuff quickly, but then I'll come back and finish off the stream. You heard Airlink is a real operator, so isn't that technically copyright? It depends. If the logo is exactly the same that SCR have, and they literally use the same trains, and SCR didn't get permission from the operator, then technically yes, that is breaching copyright. But if it's a different design of logo, like massively, like not even a hint, related to the actual thing, and it's entirely fictional in terms of that sort of area, then no. But if it is literally based off the real operator and SCR haven't got permission, then yes, it is technically considered it is technically considered copyright. The thing is with copyright is that it's a very fine line, because there's actually like many many exceptions to copyright. Don't you dare, pal! Don't you dare! That's the second truck I've seen that's been on fire. Do I stream up until my mum's birthday? No. The only birthdays I stream up until is my sister's, mine, and Christmas, and New Year's. They are the only the only 4 streams that I do across the year where I stream up until midnight. Because honestly, my mum just sees it as another day. So does my stepdad as well. They honestly do not care about their birthdays. Tomorrow is going to be a British Railway stream where hopefully my face cam will actually be working again for that one. Yeah, I'm aware of the time. I am aware. I want to try and finish this job today. It's in July. My stepdad's is actually like the day after Lauren's. You're May 12th. Four hours. Yeah, see, like, we are getting closer. But what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to go for like 10 or so minutes. I'm just going to, just do some stuff quickly. But then I'll come back and we'll finish this job. So I will BRB, guys. Okay, Smoky. Let's get this show back on the road, shall we? Hello, Paul, by the way. I'll see you, Paul. Actually, now that I think about it, I think an hour in game is actually 3 minutes IRL. Which would only mean that if we've got 4 hours left, it'll be 6. It would only be 12 minutes left. It's between 12 and 16. I can say that much. Look at that galaxy sky, though, in the mirror. That looks nice. You know, I think I've actually looped around my entire playlist. Because wasn't this like the first song we had? Yeah, I've actually gotten access to that feature. I don't get it at all. Like, you know, there's other platforms out there to do the exact same thing. Instagram, Discord, Twitter. Why does there need to be a feature on YouTube to do it now? Every like major creator has Discord. I don't get it. Hello Bella, by the way. How are you doing and welcome to the stream. They're trying to be like TikTok. Does that mean that YouTube's going to get banned in the US then? Because hasn't TikTok been banned in the US? Or they tried to and it didn't work. He was playing VR and you was driving on a straight section of track and somehow your train derailed. I don't think I've ever gotten my train derailed on British Railway. Or at least it was, you know, banned in some states, I think. You got hay fever last night because you got a little bit, you got a bit of a bad cough and a blocked nose. Oh gosh, well I hope you get better soon. Yeah, hay fever can... yeah. Yeah, I don't think TikTok will get banned in the UK. I mean, I don't use it personally, and I don't ever plan on using it, but... yeah, I don't think it ever will get banned in the UK. Like, the thing is that people have actually made a living off TikTok. Like, I literally know someone who has made a living off TikTok. But, you know, then again, the UK are trying all sorts of things to try and get people to actually get a proper job and not be self-employed. To be fair, that's what it'll be helping Coco Mentos, to be honest. It will stop our little growing devils of the world from scrolling on their phone for an hour a day. Like, actually go out and see friends. Listen to music or something. Actually do something good that we had to do. You know, although we had our phones and social media, we didn't have an entertainment app to scroll through for an hour a day. Or at least we did. It was called Dub Smash back in the day. Actually, I think before that was even Musically. Or it... no, it was... no, right. It was... right, it started out as Dub Smash, then it was Musically, then it was TikTok, I think. Yeah, I can't remember when that app was Dub Smash. Who else remembers when it was the OG Dub Smash? I think even before that was even something even... It was something before that. Which app? Dub Smash. Like, TikTok started out as Dub Smash. Well, yeah, because back then, it wasn't actually something for everyone else to see. I think it was mainly just for personal stuff. Or to make memes on there and then share it. Like, it wasn't something that you would make and then just post immediately. And then I'm pretty sure after that it changed to Musically. And then after Musically, it rebranded to TikTok. From what I remember. I could be wrong about that. Hello, Joe Stevenson as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Sounds like it should have been TikTok to start with, though. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it was coincidental that they literally just called them the app after a Kesha song. Or if that was planned. Because obviously, you know, there is literally a Kesha song called TikTok. Alright, see you, Freddy. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Why am I still alive? Because I am determined to finish this job. Last time we checked, we only had 4 hours in game to finish it. Which, doing the math, is like 15 minutes in real life. So I really want to get this done. Have I watched any Toy Story movies yet? Well, I mean, I've watched Toy Stories 1 to 4. You know, I'm not completely oblivious to, you know, to them. I have watched them. I probably should watch them again, though. I will be honest, though. I've only watched Toy Story 4 once. It didn't really interest me. Toy Story 1 is by far the best. Nothing's beating Toy Story 1. Toy Story 2 was alright. Toy Story 3 again was, I'd say, better than Toy Story 2, but not as good as the first. Oh, speaking of, you know, deliveries, we are literally here. You still haven't seen it? Honestly, don't. It's not even Andy anymore, it's that new one. That new kid. That makes a character out of bloody cutlery. And calls it Forky. And honestly, if you just mispronounce that even in the slightest, it could sound like a completely different character. Also, I can tell you that we have looped around the playlist because I remember hearing this song because I literally joked about it before. But there we go. Why did we? We still did not get the achievement. What are we doing wrong? We still did not get the achievement. It is still there. What do you have to do in order to complete it? Complete a cattle delivery. I took live cattle to a company in Scandinavia DLC. Please tell me that literally these final 2 jobs that we have done on this game, if I go to career progress and delivery log, these 2 live cattle are dense Stockholm. They are both in Scandinavia DLC. So please tell me why I haven't gotten any of them. Like, I really need to tweet SCS software because genuinely, I think something's wrong with that achievement. It's not registering for some reason. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because, well, yeah, it's basically 10 p.m. now. I usually end at 9. But I think this has literally been a near a 3-hour stream, to be honest. It's like 2 hours and 45 minutes. So you've had a long stream. So yeah, enjoy. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. If you did, then please do make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe as well. Obviously, like I said, later or tomorrow will be a British Railway stream. Wednesday will be Roblox. Thursday will be, I've got no clue yet. It will be a stream of some sort because obviously XRS has ended now. So it'll be something on Thursday, probably F1 related. Friday will be Game of My Choice. And then Saturday, SCR. And then Sunday will be, once again, another trekking stream. Because obviously the Roblox stream that would be on a Sunday is being pushed back to Monday. If that actually goes ahead, because obviously of the heatwave that we could have next Monday. But until the next video stream, guys, take care and peace out. And as always, stay fetchy.